which would mean we are getting more sleep, but also feeling super tired. More on that way later. But that's also pretty overshadowed by all the other surveys. Here's a CDC report from 2011 that said 1 in 20 Americans had fallen asleep at the wheel in a month's time. Hey, that's too many people for the thing that is. This decline in sleep, of course, makes us more stressed. Not me. I feel great. But on average, adults who sleep less than 8 hours a night are more stressed out than adults who get 8 or more hours. Because here's some news, sleep is pretty important. It helps with learning and long-term memory. It's crucial for brain plasticity, and some researchers hypothesize sleep is when brain cells get rid of their waste products. It's when your brain poops. Other effects of sleep include improved growth, heart health, germ fighting, attention span, and reduced risk of injury. So it's good. I like it when I do it. Do you like it? I like it. I don't need to explain why sleep is good and how the lack of it is extremely similar to having alcohol in your blood, minus the part where you're cool and good at karaoke. You may be surprised to learn that Americans aren't the worst at sleeping. Asian countries log the least amount of hours, while predominantly Northern European countries, plus New Zealand and Australia, log the most sleep on average. And I get that. If my nation was swarmed with mutant swole deer, I'd try to stay unconscious too. So why do some countries get more sleep than others? You already know. It's work culture, of course. Of course. So, for example, comparing a country like South Korea to the Netherlands, South Korea works 36.5 hours a week as opposed to the Dutch working 27 hours. And sure enough, those crafty Ds get 40 more M's of S on A. That is not helpful. 40 more minutes of sleep on average. And if you're curious, I mean, I'm not, but if you're curious, we here in the States logged an average of 34.4 working hours per week. Only 2 less than in South Korea. This is all to say that while this isn't a uniquely American problem, we're not going to try to solve the entire world's sleeping problems in this episode, but rather focus on what keeps us awake here in the States, which we also aren't going to solve. Like, you probably know some of the reasons already. We're on our phones too close to bedtime, obviously, although people probably have said the same thing about television for decades now. Here's an article from 1999. But of course, if TV was already bad, having a little TV in your bed 8 inches from your face is certainly worse. Along with that, a lot of us aren't getting enough natural light during the day, likely because of working through all their daylight hours. Lack of sunlight screws with your circadian rhythms. So, dare I say, we perhaps were never meant to spend scores of hours sitting at a tiny desk in a dark office. There's also caffeine. At least 85% of Americans consume at least one caffeinated beverage a day. The FDA considers 400 milligrams of caffeine the upper limit for daily consumption for a healthy adult. That's about 2 to 3 cups of coffee. But according to this Amerisleep survey, over a third of Americans exceeded this limit. Energy drinks have really upped that for us. An 8-ounce Red Bull has around 80 milligrams of caffeine, while 5-Hour Energy, or Prime, has 200 milligrams. A study from Norway found that people who consumed energy drinks slept for half an hour less than those who didn't. Not that we really need a study to say that, because we all know, we're not getting enough sleep. It's as American as fucking a pie in that one movie where he fucked a pie. What I and all of you want to know is what we're going to do about it.
For more and more travelers, there's a new kind of dream vacation.
I turned my regular hotel room into a sleep tourism destination.
Dubbed sleep tourism, the idea has people booking trips just to get a good night's rest.
Oh, good. Capitalism. I was hoping that would be the solution. So I guess now you can drain your savings account to book a stay at a hotel that uses smartphone-paired mattresses and offers wellness retreat packages that include smart goggles and consultations with board-certified MDs. Because the new way to get actual sleep is to run on fumes for months and months before scheduling a convenient time to crash and burn. Way to go, America! We found yet another way to commodify something integral to human survival. And this, my friends and enemies, is what we're going to talk about today. The sleep industry, and why it is, much like our sleep, fucked up. So let's break for ads while I...
Hi there, Oscar. Do you mind if I call you Oscar? I can't see why you would. You know, the holidays are right around the corner, and every single year, American households pump out more and more trash between Thanksgiving and New Year's. They really should be called the trashy days, Oscar. They really should, if you want the honest truth. Well, fortunately, Blue Land is on a mission to eliminate single-use plastic by reinventing cleaning essentials to be better for you and for our planet, of which we somehow only have one. Really should try to take care of it, don't you think? Well, with Blue Land's Forever bottles, it is easy to just use some warm water, drop in the tablet, and get to cleaning. And for a limited time, Blue Land's hand soap is getting a festive upgrade with a beautiful chocolate box inspired gift set with cozy scents like toasted vanilla, wintry pine, and sweet chestnut. And I'm telling you folks, it is the perfect gift for your loved one or for yourself to reduce waste. And then, you know what? And then it'll really feel like a holiday and not a trashy day. Like something Oscar the Grouch or Oscar from The Odd Couple would celebrate. Huh. There really are a lot of trash-related Oscars in popular culture, aren't there? Interesting thing we just unlocked. Anyway, Blue Land has a special gift for our viewers and listeners. Right now, get 15% off your first order by going to blueland.com/more news. You don't want to miss this, folks. Blueland.com/more news for 15% off. That's blueland.com/more news to get 15% off. And I will absolutely be sending this gift set to my family because it seems perfect. And maybe you want to too.
Boy and girl howdy, how's it going? I am so very still going, and I'm desperate for something positive to think about. Fortunately, I use Ground News, which you can check out at ground.news/SMN. That's a sponsor we at the show sought out. It's both a website and an app that helps you stay informed but not overwhelmed. It aggregates news from around the world to help you understand the current political divide that is, dare I say, quite divided. Hey, here's something positive. Did you know that deforestation in the Amazon has fallen to its lowest level in almost a decade? I mean, an area the size of 5 Los Angeleses was still destroyed, but still, it's a start. And interestingly, this story was essentially only covered by center and left-leaning sources. The right basically didn't cover this at all. Maybe because it would suggest that President Lula is doing something good, while Bolsonaro did not do those good things because he was so busy losing fights to emus or whatever. Who's to say? The point is, it's something positive I wouldn't have seen otherwise if it wasn't for Ground News. You can see headlines like this plus context at ground.news/SMN. With that link, you can save 50% off their Vantage plan, which gives you unlimited access. It's essential, now more than ever, like ever, to see all sides of a story and all the context. For example, if everyone had a Ground News subscription 2 weeks ago, they might all know what tariffs are. Once more, that's ground.news/SMN for 50% off whether you subscribe or gift it to someone you know. The link is below, and I'm gonna look at the camera now. There it is. Flubber! Hi. Hey, sorry. I was having the most erotic dream until something grabbed me. It's probably nothing. Okay, we're back. And before the break, we alluded to the thing we are actually here to talk about. The sleep industry. Big S. It's a thing. Stuff like apps and pills and self-help books. All of this and more takes in about $76 billion a year. Venture capital funding for sleep tech almost doubled between 2017 and 2021, along with